back to MyView TV, the people's platform, the home of undiluted news, reviews, updates, and your daily dose of entertainment. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, leave us a comment, like, share, and subscribe.
I don't bring nobody forward in your cheer for me. Everything what you see happen, my natural talent. Let me tell you something. You see, when you know what to please the audience with, it's simple, me.
Well, go on, my people. Hope everybody doing okay. Hope everybody doing alright. People, when I see police, I waste them time, I lock up someone and then lock them up, so. Chief Justice and him friend them take them time and let them out one by one. Watch your one for one. But so Richard, that's how I could hear one right there, so yeah, people. Look, I start the news somewhere else first. A St. Catherine man who was charged with the possession of 178 pounds of ganja was freed yesterday following an OK submission by his attorney, Courtney Foster. Raynor Montague, age 33, was freed in the St. Thomas Parish Court as the Crown could not prove that he was in possession of the 35 package of cocaine which was found inside the house. He adjourned from St. Catherine to Retreat Cove in Morant Bay, St. Thomas on May 24, 2019 to paint the house when he was arrested and charged. I'm feeling very overwhelmed. Words can't explain how I feel knowing that I am free, Montague remarked after he was acquitted. So well on them. Let me ask you a question. Stupid system. So, if him go for pay the house, who for house? Since I not fame, who the house belongs to? Let's ask you. Police witness testified that Montague was on the premises when they went there and they took him inside the living room. The police said 35 packages containing ganja was found in the living room. Montague was charged with possession of ganja, dealing in ganja, and taking steps to export ganja. When cautioned, he said it was the first time he was seeing the packages. During cross-examination, the police witness denied, suggesting that the ganja was found in a locker room and not the living room. I tell you, the police them are that long time, you know. But someone feel like a joke. Me make up story. 10 of 13 persons held in West Kingston gone fine release. I tell you something. Might as well release them. You understand? Might as well release them. Because I waste so now waste time pick them up and carry them behind bars. For going them taxpayers' money. It makes no sense. Watch me tell the people them wagwan now. 10 of the 13 persons were detained by police following a siege of 2 illegal firearms in Denham Town, West Kingston on Saturday has been released. The police said 3 men remain in custody for more questioning and possible charges. The 13, which include 11 men and 2 females, me tell you no, concubine must be a part of it, were held after the gun, a Glock 9mm Taurus pistol, was found during an operation in the community. The police had reported that the joint police military operation, waste of time operation, was carried out between the hours of 5 a.m. and 10 a.m. along Bentley Lane. In the operation, 14 premises, which include 40 dwellings, were searched. The firearm was recovered in an abandoned building at 9 Bentley Lane. The Glock pistol was found with a magazine containing 9 rounds of ammo and a Taurus pistol at 6 rounds, the police said. Anyway, now, people, we have one old heap of boy right there, so now, where the police them need for slapping, nobody carry them behind bars. Don't waste taxpayers' time and money, carry them boy have to go feed them. No. And only look a concubine where hide them. Uno forget slap too. You understand? Because uno spend the bloody money. People, look wagwan pan wagwan. Now, because I know so don't know them, you know. Drop in the comment section which part them hide out. I make people them tell the police them can go find them. Okay?
Courtney Ashley, otherwise called Bloodstain. Ashley is wanted for murder and wounding with intent on Monday, November 6, 2017 on Frenbrook Avenue, Kingston 20. Romaria Grant, otherwise called Kaka, of Nelson Road, Kingston 13, is wanted for the murder of Delano Messam on Tuesday, May 18, 2021 on Nelson Road, Kingston 13. Ronald Smith, otherwise called Popskull, and White Knight, is wanted for the wounding with intent of Daniel McRauda on Monday, April 15, 2022 at Ashley Road, also in Kingston 13. Dante Morgan is wanted for wounding with intent on Saturday, May 21, 2022 on Lagos Drive, Kingston 11. Anthony Reynolds, otherwise called Sunson, of Marlborough Avenue in New Haven, Kingston 20, wanted for the murder of Ovdanique Salmon on October 7, 2021 at Riverside Drive, also in New Haven. Theodore Bearer, otherwise called Theo, of Duhaney Terrace in New Haven, Kingston 20, is also wanted for the murder of Danique Salmon. Raheem Brown, otherwise called Berger of Crescent Road, Kingston, is wanted for the offense of assault at common law with use of firearm and the murder of David Jackson on March 30, 2019 on Joseph Road in Kingston. Jermaine Richards, otherwise called Richie, of Penn Road, he is wanted for the murder of Eswick Lawson on May 29, 2020. Albert Mitchell, otherwise called Bawley, of Anderson Drive, Riverton Meadows in Kingston, is also wanted for the murder of Norman Dunkley on November 2, 2021 on Trelawney Road in Riverton Meadows. Also Marquise Ellis, otherwise called Marquise, he too is also wanted for the murder of Norman Dunkley. These men are asked to turn themselves in to the Hunts Bay Police immediately. In addition, anyone with information that can assist the police is asked to contact the Hunts Bay Police or Crime Stop at 311.
Police, so no go and go do the right thing. Remember summer, you know? And only for people that set ice in them fridge. So we can't run out of ice. And the toe tag them done ready already. Just go and go do the right thing. Watch it now, people. More thing in the news. Make I move on. Why, people, before me talk about the Clansman trial, me have to tell you this one. I want to tell me if it makes sense, because there's no way upon earth this one makes sense to me. Andre Bloomfield, a former delivery supervisor who shot dead 24-year-old Chantel White in cold blood, because we see it. We see the video. Remember we see the video, you know. On December 31st, 2019, in Mastermark Supermarket in Mandeville, has been sentenced to 18 years and 5 months in prison. Waste of time. The boy get the discount, paper. The boy get the discount. The sentence was handed down in the Manchester Circuit Court yesterday. The two reportedly had an intimate relationship. Presiding judge handed down the sentence with the discount. Bloomfield had pled guilty to manslaughter in a plea deal on May 16. Bloomfield had initially been charged with illegal possession of firearm and murder. He pled not guilty to those charges. Yes, people. The murder charge was later reduced to manslaughter after indicated in his caution statement that he was provoked by White. That's why he said, people. He said, oh man, provoke him. White, who was employed as an inventory clerk at the supermarket, was reportedly in the lunchroom with her co-worker when Bloomfield shot her in the face. Yes, people. Right in her face, she get shot. Headshot she get, and she dead right on the spot. He was represented by attorney Norman Godfrey. But hold on there now, people. Make I tell you something. The man used provocation and said, I provoke the woman, provoke him, because she kissed a man on him cheek. You understand? But road boy, let me tell you something. Remember, say the rankers that belongs to you, you know. It's only your time bit for use it, you understand? But now you make a next man can't use it because you kill it. You understand? But road boy, listen to me now. My girl is friend them, listen to me. Then again, I don't have to tell this because I know I don't know this. Girl clowns, listen to me. Anything when you get home, man, I feed them on. You understand? Listen to me good again. Invest in a stocks and bond. Buy piece of land. And then sitting there. You can't invest in a woman. You cannot invest in a woman and expect to get returns. No. Don't bother with it. Don't bother with it and talk about you buy her this, that, and everything, and you know what. And because you not get away, you go kill her. No, take your money and go elsewhere. You understand? Low the people, them girl pick me alone. And some of you little pissy tail girl. Listen me good now. Top take the man them things and know the don't want them. We are going to find nobody in a shallow hole. You understand? Can't say me not want you know. People show me I want them. Me talk to is and it might be already. Anyway, let's see father come out and attack now. Me tell you no. Any of the my girl pick me now. Them boy not live for them no food on that. Me I tell you the truth.
I'm not pleased about this whole situation. There's no justice there. All of these people just sit down and cook out their story. You understand me? Alive, you know. When the rain fall, enough fall from one man will stop. Remember that. If I get a saint to say something and say why it have to be like this. I'm so fed up. I just so upset my youth. Manslaughter. It's not a manslaughter case, it's a murder case. Everybody see the people. But you know what? Then the next thing. True, we never apply a lawyer. We never put a lawyer on the case. Because everybody did know what's going on and see what's taking place.
No for the boy if he get slapped away now. For the time I come. Anyway, no people. Gone to Clansman jail update because people get let out one by one. Even the boy wonder how people get let out and the party and start keep it. Just hold on a bit, them man. Them say them away part Andre and Muma. We don't know that part there go still, but anyway. You are one for one now.
Another alleged member of the Dɛąd faction of the Clansman gang has been freed. Dwayne Salmon, otherwise known as Chemist, is the fifth defendant to walk free in the historic trial. Salmon, who was on trial for allegedly being the gunsmith for the St. Catherine-based Clansman gang, was found not guilty earlier today. His trial ends based on a lack of sufficient evidence against him.
As the Clansman trial continues, another alleged member of the gang has been freed. On Tuesday morning, Dwayne Chemist Salmon, the individual who was on trial for allegedly being the gunsmith for the Clansman gang, was the fifth defendant to walk free. Salmon's attorney, Kemar Robinson, made persuasive strides in his case and was successful in his no-case submission on behalf of his client. Robinson argued that some amount of prejudice would have been present if the application was granted by the courts. This time, the count was dismissed on the grounds of a lack of evidence to prove that he was a member of a criminal organization. While there is evidence leaning to Salmon's repairing and selling of firearms, he cannot be identified as a member of the St. Catherine-based Clansman gang. On the basis of lack of substantial evidence, Chief Justice Brian Sykes granted the acquittal. Salmon has previously been facing charges on the 2 counts of the indictment. The Crown further failed to place an additional count on the indictment that would have made it 26 counts instead of the former 25 counts of indictment. The 26th count the Crown hoped to have added would have seen Salmon being charged with providing benefit to a criminal organization. Chief Justice Sykes says one cannot be convicted of crimes generally, even if they are known criminals. This is basis on which the terms of the indictment have changed. The Chief Justice, in turning down the application, says the timeliness of the presentation would have been deemed prejudicial to the defendant because it was presented at this late stage of the trial. The trial, which began with 33 defendants in September last year, now has 28 accused awaiting their due in court. No case submissions continue when the trial resumes on Wednesday.
Robinson's attorney says his name was never mentioned in any of the cell phone conversations between the alleged gangsters, which the prosecution's star witness had secretly recorded. Ms. Smith says the only call involving her client was one with the witness, and it's the witness who'd placed that call. She says on listening to the recording of that call, it's clear her client was clueless about what the witness was talking about when he mentioned some of the names of the alleged gangsters. Ms. Smith said, quote, "In one of the calls, you can't help but wonder if it was an entrapment. The witness mentioned Sus, and it was clear that Mr. Robinson did not know who this person was." End quote. It's why she says the witness's evidence is spurious, insufficient, and weak. Also yesterday, attorney for the sole female defendant in the Clansman gang trial, Stephanie Christie, Alexander Shaw, pleaded with the court to withdraw one of the counts the prosecution has against her. Mr. Shaw, who also represents Andre Golding and Andre Smith, describes the prosecution's star witness as dangerous and unreliable. With regards to Christie, on count 25 relating to the facilitating of the murder of a man called Ice, Shaw says the prosecution's first witness testified that Christie was piloting the vehicle which transported the men to commit that murder. He notes the witness testified Christie was driving her vehicle and leading them to where Ice was located. But he says during cross-examination, that witness admitted he made omissions relating to this incident and his statement to the police. According to Shaw, the omissions are not mere oversight, but material inconsistencies which go to the heart of the count against his client. In regards to his client Andre Smith, on count 5, Shaw says the prosecution's star witness presented contradictory evidence in his testimony about a double murder on a netball field in Rivoli. He says the witness testified he left the scene before the murder was committed, and he was told the following day that Ezzy and Jim Brown murdered the men. He says no evidence is presented that his client participated. The bodies of the men were never found, and no evidence came from the victims' relatives nor autopsy results conducted. Furthermore, Shaw says the witness was unable to give definitive dates for the incidents to which he testified, making it difficult for his clients to defend themselves against the accusations they were involved. It's why he says the prosecution's star witness is unreliable, dangerous, and his accounts need to be verified.